Ning Yi's return was a surprise to Lin Moyu. The two had been separated for several months, and their thoughts burst out at this moment. Under the warm sun, the two embraced for a long time. Until the setting sun cast a long shadow, the two sat by the lake, talking about what had happened in the past few months. Falling into the abyss world, the unprecedented massacre of the city was carried out. Trapped by murderous intent again. In the end, he came back from the rotting corpse world after a narrow escape. The experiences of Lin Moyu are fascinating like legendary stories. Lin Moyu's tone was slightly flat, and he spoke in a straightforward manner. But Ning Yi was able to think about the scene at that time, with her small hand covering her chest, hearing it was thrilling. Compared with Lin Moyu, Ning Yi's story is much simpler. She was just sent into a special secret realm by Ning Taran, where she kept fighting and fighting. Hone your skills, become proficient in combat skills, and upgrade your level. Ning Taran arranged some special tasks, all of which were completed by her. While Lin Moyu was on her way, she was leveling. When Lin Moyu was working hard, she was also leveling. Ning Taran prepared a large amount of medicine, so that Ning Yi could continue to fight. In this way, Ning Yi's upgrade speed is not slower than that of Lin Moyu. She even reached level 41 step earlier than Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu also has to say that it is good to have a big family behind him. If it were ordinary people, even those genius level figures in Shajing Academy, team up with people to brush books every day, and keep brushing. From level 20 to level 40, it will take about 2 to 3 years at the fastest. O2 however, comparing it with his own sister, Lin Moyu thinks it seems to be a matter of course. That's the real pervert. Until she reached level 40, under Ning Taran's arrangement, she completed the second rank. When Ning Yi changed her job for the second time, she also experienced professional sublimation. Ning Taran doted on Ning Yi, a precious granddaughter, prepared a lot of treasures, and spared no effort to increase the possibility of her career advancement. Coupled with the Nirvana Soul Crystal obtained before, Ning Yi became a legendary professional as she wished, Nightwalker. Before, Ning Yi was just a rare professional shadow assassin. Although it was not bad, it was still a little bit behind compared with the legendary profession. It sounds like Ning Yi's experience is very monotonous, even boring. Ning Taran didn't let her out directly after completing the second round. Instead, a new round of trials was carried out, which lasted for more than a month. Ning Taran did not know where to get a large number of puppets, each of which has the skills of other professionals. Let Ning Yi fight the puppet every day. In the battle, keep learning the fighting style of other professionals. Ning Yi's cultivation method is somewhat similar to that of Bai Yiyuan and Yan Guangsheng. It has the same effect as itself. It's just that he directly becomes a puppet, which is more thorough. The two sat on the grass by the lake. Ning Yi tilted her head and leaned lightly on Lin Moyu's shoulder. Her small face was as beautiful as a peach in the sun. I'll leave it to you next. Ning Yi's eyes shone brightly, as if she was not afraid of your disapproval. Lin Moyu smiled, okay, leave it to me. The night covered the land, and the dungeon hall was still brightly lit. Dungeon halls at night are often more lively than during the day. Many students will gather in the dungeon hall after finishing their studies and training for a day. Find a team, brush up copies, upgrade equipment, and upgrade levels. Everyone works hard, lest they fall behind. Lin Moyu and Ning Yi appeared in the dungeon hall, and the bustling dungeon hall suddenly became quiet. Lin Moyu seems to exude invisible coercion, making people afraid to speak loudly in front of him. After fighting and killing for a long time, Lin Moyu has accumulated an amazing momentum invisibly. They looked at Lin Moyu with admiration in their eyes. Ning Yi hugged Lin Moyu's arm. You are amazing, everyone looks at you differently. Lin Moyu said lightly, compared to the sages of the human race, I am nothing. Ning Yi didn't think so. I think you will surpass the sages of the human race in the future, defeat the dragon race, and clear the abyss. Lin Moyu suddenly thought of what Zhang Yi said. Even if there are super god level powerhouses in the human race, it is impossible to destroy the abyss. I don't know if this is true or not. Only when you reach that level can you understand. The two entered the dungeon hall, looking at hundreds of dungeons of various levels. Lin Moyu said, we need to choose a dungeon suitable for leveling. Ning Yi had the answer without hesitation. Then let's play Beast God Plateau Dungeon. There is a lot of experience there. It is said that it is the best leveling dungeon between level 40 and level 50. The dungeon hall is in charge of Ning Taran. As Ning Taran's favorite granddaughter, Ning Yi knows the dungeon hall very well. There are two large dungeons in the dungeon hall. One is the level 25 Tyrant Desert, and the other is the level 45 Beast God Plateau. Open black lens bracket Beast God Plateau close black lens bracket. The level restriction is from 40 to 50, and the maximum number of people entering is 50. Lin Moyu believed in Ning Yi's choice. Let's go to the Beast God Plateau. There is no difficulty to choose in the large dungeon, and the difficulty of the monsters in it is similar to that of Hell of the same level. There is only a difference in quantity. But quantity is the most meaningless thing for Lin Moyu. Ning Yi also knows Lin Moyu's skills, and she saw that the copy of Beast God Plateau is currently the best choice. Ning Yi pointed to the light curtain on the copy. This record will be rewritten soon. The current record was set 3 years ago and no one can break it in 3 years. Open black lens bracket Creative Theological College. 6 hours, 29 minutes and 18 seconds close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Creation College. 6 hours, 52 minutes and 01 seconds close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Yanwang Academy. 6 hours, 53 minutes and 31 seconds close black lens bracket. The top-ranked team is from Creation Theological Academy, with 25 members, which is only half of the maximum limit of the dungeon. Using half the number of people to create a record that no one can break for 3 years, this also proves the strength of the Creation Seminary. The 3 top colleges in the school are all very powerful. It can be said that they have gathered 99% of the top talents in the school. Their team has set many records in the dungeon hall, and it is generally difficult to break. Difficult doesn't mean hopeless. Unlike the record set by Lin Moyu, it is completely hopeless. Lin Moyu looked at the record and said lightly, "Try it." As the dungeon vortex lit up, the two teleported into the dungeon. "I'll go, Lin Shen will lead the script." "That girl is so happy, I really want Lin Shenjiang to take the book with her." "I chose Beast God Plateau, this is a 50-player dungeon, Lin Shenjiang actually intends to solo." "Isn't that normal? You forgot the Desert of Tyrants before, the Forest God General was 1 equals 39. That's not the same. Tyrant Desert is only a level 25 dungeon, Beast God Plateau is a level 45 dungeon, the difficulty is very different." Difficulty. Hehe, does difficulty have any meaning for Lin Shenjiang? When everyone saw Lin Moyu go in, heated discussion started again. Even if it is a large dungeon, most people feel that Lin Moyu can definitely beat it. After all, Lin Moyu's previous achievements were too brilliant. But there are also a small number of people who don't like Lin Moyu, wishing that Lin Moyu would fail to reprint. In this way, it can be proved that Lin Moyu's professional level has declined after the second round of 227. The story of Lin Moyu's sister's script spread quickly. Many people are guessing what Ning Yi's identity is and how she is with Lin Moyu. At this time, the teleportation array outside the dungeon hall lit up. An imposing team ran out from the teleportation array. Without saying a word, they directly entered the dungeon hall and teleported into the Beast God Plateau dungeon. This team is composed of 30 people, all of them are between level 48 and level 50. Everyone outside the dungeon hall was stunned when they saw this scene. The team that entered had the logo of Yanwang Academy on their bodies. Suddenly someone exclaimed, "I just remembered, 3 years have passed today, and the avatar of the Beast God will be refreshed again. I also remembered that 3 years ago, the team of Creation Seminary created a dungeon, defeated the real body of the Beast God, and gained a lot of benefits. At that time, Creation Academy and Yanwang Academy were competing with Creation Theology Academy for the real body of the Beast God, but in the end, Creation Theology Academy took the lead. I don't know who will be the first to kill the real body of the Beast God from the 3 major academies this time. It's hard to say. General Lin Shen is also in the dungeon this time, if not, General Lin Shen will take the lead." Before they finished speaking, the teleportation array lit up again, and then a huge aura enveloped it. The dungeon hall was completely quiet. Another team rushed out of the teleportation array and headed straight for the dungeon hall. This time it was Yanwang Academy. Just half a minute after entering Yanwang Academy, the team from Chuangshan Academy finally arrived. Among the 3 college teams, only Creation Theological College has 25 people, and the other 2 colleges have 30 people. It can also be seen from this that Chuang Theological Academy is full of confidence in its own combat power. The 3 colleges gathered together to start a competition around the real body of the beast god. For them, this dungeon is also a competition between colleges. The gentle wind blows across the grass, bending the grass and making a rustling sound. Ning Yi closed her eyes, enjoying the lightness of the wind on her small face. Well, it's been a long time, I haven't been so relaxed. She opened her arms as if to embrace the wind. With Lin Moyu, Ning Yi is extremely relaxed, both in mind and body. This feeling is very rare. Ning Yi is very obsessed with this feeling. She likes to be with Lin Moyu, likes to smell Lin Moyu's body, likes to cling to Lin Moyu, like a kitten. Lin Moyu said softly, "Let's start." Ning Yi hummed happily, "Let's get started, I can rest again." As she spoke, she took out a bunch of unknown snacks and took a bite. With a thought, the dark wind howled on the grassland, and a total of 22 undead legions appeared in unison, rushing in all directions like a wolf or a tiger. Ning Yi stared wide-eyed, and forgot to eat the snacks in her hand. How come, so many? When he and Lin Moyu used to brush copies together, there were only a few hundred copies. Now the number is probably tens of thousands. Lin Moyu said, "When you master new skills at level 30, the number increases." The number of skeletons skyrocketed twice. The first time was at level 30, and the Lich General skill appeared, forming an army of undead. The second time is the second job transfer at level 40. The summoning space has changed from 400 to 600, which has greatly increased the number of skeletons again. Up to now, the total number of skeletons in the 22 undead legions has reached 14,520, which seems to be a large-scale army. Ning Yi quickly accepted and smiled even more happily. With so many skeletons, then I really don't have to do anything, and I can eat snacks with peace of mind. The undead army rushed in all directions, and the dungeon map was quickly sketched in my mind. Beast God Plateau, it is very vast and flat. There are also a large number of beast-type monsters in it. Kill level 46 Plateau Wolf, experience plus 92000. Acquire advanced wolf fur 3. Kill level 45 Pingyuan Antelope, experience plus or minus 90000. Acquire premium Cashmere 2. The killing information popped up quickly. The monsters here were all in groups, each group ranged from a dozen to as many as 30 or 40. The kill messages came one after another, almost without stopping. The undead army quickly killed them. Only monsters above level 40, even the enhanced elite monsters in the large dungeon, could only be killed. Lin Moyu has never seen a monster acting alone here. After all, it is a large dungeon that can accommodate 50 people. If there is a monster acting alone, it goes without saying that it must be a boss. The advancing speed of the undead army was so fast that Lin Moyu didn't even move when he stood still. The undead army had already wiped out the plateau. Only 20 minutes had passed. The experience is much faster than when I was leveling alone. It's so comfortable, it's nice to follow you. Ning Yi smiled from ear to ear. She thought of the hardships she suffered during leveling. There was a world of difference, just thinking about it brought tears to her eyes. After clearing the plateau, find the way to the next stage. We found our way, let's go. As she spoke, she stretched out her arms to hug Ning Yi, and Ning Yi shrank into Lin Moyu's warm embrace obediently. In the next second, she felt that she was flying, and the surrounding scenery was rapidly retreating. It's not a feeling, it's really flying. The little head raised from Lin Moyu's arms, and saw the lightning wings behind Lin Moyu. Sparks and lightning all the way. With the wind blowing in front of her, Ning Yi retracted her head again. It's too cold outside, but Lin Moyu's chest is warmer and more comfortable. After flying for more than 10 seconds, Lin Moyu stopped. Ahead is a bridge leading to another plateau. Between the plateau and the plateau, there is a canyon as deep as 100 meters. A group of monsters stood in the middle of the bridge, and one of them was particularly huge. It should be the boss. Standing in the air, you can see very clearly. There are also a large number of monsters in the canyon between the two plateaus. The density of monsters is even higher than that of the plateau, and there are at least thousands of monsters. As expected of a large dungeon, the number of monsters is indeed astonishing. Now Lin Moyu has three choices. One is to go to the second-tier plateau through the bridge. The second is to enter the canyon, wipe out the monsters below, and gain a lot of experience. The third is to ignore them and fly directly over. Lin Moyu is not here to speed brush this time, but to level up. Both 1 and 2 are natural. All the undead legions in the distance were retracted, and then released again. Half of the skeletons jumped into the canyon to clean up the monsters in the canyon. The other half rushed onto the bridge. The troops are divided into two groups, and Lin Moyu will not let go of anything to maximize efficiency. At the same time, he also flew into the canyon with Ning Yi in his arms. There are a large number of monsters in the canyon. In addition to beast-type monsters, there are also some snake-type monsters. The arrival of the skeletons immediately attracted the monsters' attention. They rushed towards the skeletons on their own initiative, only to find that what came was not food, but a killing god. Boom! There was a roar, and after several monsters were eliminated, the corpse that had not moved for a long time burst and reappeared. The experience of killing a large number of monsters in an instant is flooding in like a tide. Here, there is no need to cast a curse at all, just the explosion of the corpse is enough to instantly kill the monsters within the explosion range. The canyon shook continuously, and countless gravels fell from above and smashed to the bottom of the canyon. Lin Moyu shuttled through the canyon on lightning wings, detonating corpses along the way. The canyon connects the two plateaus and is only 5 kilometers long. The total number of monsters inside exceeds 1,000, and it can really be said to be densely packed. If other teams come over, they will be continuously attacked by monsters. It is not easy to clean up the entire canyon. But for Lin Moyu, it is the best place for corpses to explode. 20 seconds later, Lin Moyu flew out of the canyon with Ning Yi in his arms and landed on the bridge. Lightning Wing's time just ran out, and the wings disappeared. Ning Yi's small face was slightly flushed. It was obvious that the continuous beating just now had stimulated her. It wasn't until after landing that Ning Yi let out an exclamation and exclaimed excitedly, "It's so exciting, it's so fun." Lin Moyu touched her head, "I'll play with you later." By this time the battle on the bridge had come to an end. The skeletons are besieging a tiger-like monster. Plateau Giant Tiger, Enhanced Elite Leader. Open Black Lens Bracket Level, 47 Close Black Lens Bracket. Open Black Lens Bracket Power, 60,000 Close Black Lens Bracket. Open Black Lens Bracket Agility, 30,000 Close Black Lens Bracket. 10,000. Open Black Lens Bracket Physique, 80,000 Close Black Lens Bracket. Skills: Roar, Tiger Claw Blow. Characteristic: Vitality Enhancement. The total attribute of 180,000, from the attribute point of view, is stronger than the leader of the dungeon hell difficulty of the same level, but weaker than the real leader level boss. For a skeleton, it is pitifully weak. A monster like this, if the skeleton goes all out, it can be killed in less than half a minute. Now under the siege of skeletons, it is dying. With a light finger, the curse of aging broke out, and Lin Moyu gave it the last ride. Kill the Plateau Giant Tiger, experience plus 141000. Open Black Lens Bracket. Obtain the Giant Tiger Sword. Close Black Lens Bracket. Giant Tiger Sword. Platinum level weapon, all attributes plus 1200, swordsman's skills increase by 60%. Close Black Lens Bracket. A poor platinum weapon that Lin Moyu threw into storage after just one glance. After crossing the bridge and entering the second plateau, the undead army rushed forward again. Ning Yi said, Beast God Plateau. There are 4 plateaus in total in the dungeon, and there are many monsters on each plateau. There are boss-level monsters guarding between the plateau and the plateau. The further you go, the stronger the monsters on the plateau will be. Especially the last one, there are many boss-level monsters on it. And the canyons between the plateaus also have a lot of monsters. When other teams come in, they are all monsters who can avoid fighting. Try not to fight as much as possible, and rush to the last plateau as soon as possible. Most of the income from this dungeon is concentrated in the last plateau. Lin Moyu naturally understands what Ning Yi said. Other teams often have dozens of people, and once the experience of fighting monsters is evenly divided, there is almost no experience. If you don't have any experience, you will naturally beat your ministers if you can fight strangely. But they are different, there are only 2 of them, and each monster can gain considerable experience. What's more, Lin Moyu's speed of killing monsters is not comparable to that of ordinary teams. Each of the 22 undead legions is a sharp weapon for killing monsters, bringing them a lot of experience. Lin Moyu pinched Ning Yi's nose. We are here to level up. Benefits come second, and experience is the most important thing. If you want to do a quick scan, I'll take you to a quick scan once we finish this scan and clear up the map of the dungeon. Ning Yi giggled. She just told Lin Moyu what she knew. No matter what Lin Moyu decides in the end, she will have no objection. This little cat named Ning Yi is very obedient and obedient. The monsters on the second plateau are stronger than those on the first plateau, and the level of monsters has reached level 47. The types have also changed, from antelopes and wolves to lions and tigers. Countless attack power or speed has been greatly enhanced. But no matter what the monster is, whether it is level 47 or level 48. For the undead army, there is not much difference. Wherever the undead army passed, only blame did not exist. Lin Moyu and Ning Yi walked leisurely on the second plateau, where the wind was obviously stronger and the temperature dropped. Looking from a distance, it seems that there is a layer of whiteness in the distance, as if snow has fallen. Ning Yi talked about the story about the instance of Beast God Plateau. Back then, in order to move the Beast God Plateau copy over, the Xingsha Empire used a total of 9 god-level powerhouses. The difficulty of transferring a large dungeon is much higher than that of an ordinary dungeon, especially this dungeon, which is extremely difficult. Its difficulty even exceeds that of the super large copy in the palace. Does the silent language know why? Lin Moyu shook his head, not sure. Ning Yi has a good family background, and her grandfather is in charge of the dungeon palace. Know the illusions and secrets in the palace of many copies. Ning Yi continued as if offering a treasure, because there is the real body of the beast god in this instance. The real body of the beast god. Lin Moyu has never heard of it, so he doesn't know what the real body of the beast god means. Ning Yi continued, actually, I don't know what the real body of the beast god is, but Grandpa said that it has something to do with the beast god. The beast god seems to be a kind of god. Lin Moyu was shocked by 050, the gods. It has something to do with the gods. I heard from Grandpa that this dungeon is called Beast God Plateau, and that's why. The avatar of the beast god is refreshed every 3 years, and only the team that kills it first will be rewarded. And depending on how long it takes to kill it, the rewards you get will be different. What we know so far is that the team of the Creation Theological Academy spent 40 minutes killing it, and finally got a piece of animal bone, which is smaller than Zishan Gai. It can be used to make boss jewelry. Mentioning boss jewelry, Lin Moyu suddenly stopped in his tracks. Ning Yi felt strange. What's wrong? Lin Moyu took out a small box and handed it to her. I forgot before, this is for you. What? Ning Yi opened the box, and a strange aura belonging to boss jewelry spread out from the box. Ning Yi's eyes lit up. Wow, boss jewelry. Where did you come from? Tell me honestly. There is joy in the tone, but also naughty. Lin Moyu said, the teacher gave it to me after my second transfer, but I can't use it. Lin Moyu told Ning Yi about his inability to use the equipment. Ning Yi snorted, then closed the box again and refused to hand it to Lin Moyu. Don't you want it? Lin Moyu was a little surprised. Ning Yi's joy just now was not fake. Ning Yi raised his hand, which was wearing the Goblin King ring given by Lin Moyu, Acai. Although it is also boss jewelry, its attributes are still much worse than the 3 pieces in the box. Ning Yi was proud. I just have this, you put these away, they will be useful in the future. Lin Moyu said strangely, it was originally given to you, so what fish can there be? Ning Yi blushed, idiot, of course it's a door-to-door proposal. Lin Moyu rubbed his head before he understood. According to the customs of the Shengsha Empire, a dowry gift is required for door-to-door marriage proposals. Even if you are a god general, even if you become a god-level powerhouse in the future, you still need a dowry gift when you come to propose a marriage. That being the case, the 3 pieces of boss jewelry are naturally the best betrothal gifts. This girl. 1. Lin Moyu couldn't help laughing. Ning Yi thought farther than herself. That being the case, Lin Moyu simply put away the box. When the time comes to propose marriage to her, then give it to her. Anyway, with herself around, Ning Yi basically didn't need to go into battle. The relationship between the two seemed to get closer again, and they came to the edge of the plateau unknowingly. I saw the seat connected between the number 2 plateau and the number 3 plateau, as well as the long and narrow canyon. Looking from above, you can see countless snake-like beasts in the canyon. There are countless large and small poisonous snakes and boa constrictors. Even the leader guarding the bridge is a huge python over 30 meters long. Seeing so many snakes, Ning Yi's face turned pale. I won't go down. Lin Moyu chuckled, and the lightning wings spread out and rushed into the canyon with the army of undead. After a while, there was a roar in the canyon. Kill level 47 Canyon Python, experience plus 940000. Get snake skin 2. Kill level 47 White-Eyed Poisonous Snake, experience plus 940000. Get snake skin 2. The experience popped up crazily. Each time there were dozens or even hundreds of messages. Ning Yi couldn't even read them. Other professions only kill one by one. Even with the mage's group attack skills, it is impossible to kill so many enhanced elite monsters at once. Only Lin Moyu can do this. At this moment, Ning Yi felt as if she was holding Lin Moyu back. Otherwise, Lin Moyu's upgrade speed can be doubled. But after thinking about it, I will marry him sooner or later, taking advantage of my future husband. Isn't it just and right? Ning Yi's face suddenly became very thick, as if she had put on a 10-layer shield. As the saying goes, marry a chicken and follow the chicken, and a husband takes his wife to level up. It should be taken for granted. The 2 plateaus add up to more than 5,000 monsters, bringing a lot of experience to the 2. From entering the dungeon to now, the experience has increased by 3%. Ning Yi has even more, with an increase of 4%. Lin Moyu is already level 42, and the amount of experience needed to upgrade is more than that of Ning Yi, who is level 40. In the case of gaining the same amount of experience, Ning Yi's experience percentage increase is higher than that of Lin Moyu. When Lin Moyu roared out from the bottom of the canyon, the battle on the bridge also came to an end. Lin Moyu found that he was not mistaken. There was indeed snow on the number 3 plateau. Although the temperature is very low, it is nothing to the 2 of them. The 2 moved forward while admiring the snow scene. As for fighting monsters, it was completely handed over to the undead army. In another copy of Beast God Plateau, the teams of Genesis Academy are fighting frantically. Moving forward and retreating in an orderly manner, the 5 knights were nailed to the front of the team like nails, blocking the attacks of all monsters. Healers in the rear take control for them. The mage and the archer stand on the output, and Lu Li's skills continue to explode. Compared with other teams, their team has 2 more control system assistants. The control system assistant is responsible for controlling the battle rhythm and reducing the pressure on the knight. There is also an assassin who appears and disappears in the team. He leaves the team from time to time, pulls the monsters on the road ahead, and pulls them into the mage's group attack skill range to speed up the killing speed. Let's move quickly, we can't be preempted by Chuangshan and Yanwang's team. 3 years ago, Chuangshan's team killed the beast god's real body before us, and this time we will take the lead. Ling Yizhen shouted loudly. This time the Creation Academy's raid on Beast God Plateau. Ling Yizhen is leading the team. Originally, he could already upgrade, but also because of the instance of Beast God Plateau, he abruptly stopped himself at level 50. Don't fight for face or breath, this time the Creation Academy is bound to win. The same is true for Yanwang Academy. Their team has advanced to the 2nd plateau, and their progress is no slower than the other 2 teams. Every time the copy of Beast God Plateau is refreshed, the 3 academies will come together, like a competition. Most of the time, the winner is Genesis Seminary. Creation Academy and Yanwang Academy only occasionally won 2 victories. In a meeting room of the academy, several senior officials of the academy gathered together. The deans of 3 of the top colleges are there. Dean of Creation Academy, Mo Xinghe. Dean of Creation Seminary, Luo Gaoxuan. Dean of Yanwang Academy, Luo Yan. Ning Taran is showing the situation in the copy of Beast God Plateau to several people. The dungeon battle of Beast God Plateau is no longer a competition among students, but a grand exhibition among colleges. From this, it can be seen that among the new batch of top talents, who is the best? At this time, the faces of the 3 deans were very strange. In addition to the 3 pictures representing the team of the academy in front of me, there is another picture, which is high above. Lin Moyu was holding Ning Yi in his arms to brush the copy, as if he was strolling in a garden. Ning Taran's face looked more like he had taken some bitter medicine, the corners of his mouth twitched and his eyes gleamed fiercely. A vicious voice squeezed out from his throat, "Brat, let me go." The deans watched for a while, and congratulated Ning Taran with fists together. "Congratulations, Mr. Ning, for having such a good son-in-law. I didn't expect Miss Yi to have such a good eye," and she and Lin Shenzhong came together. "The future of General Lin Shen is limitless, Miss Yi is really good at picking people." The words of the 3 of them were like a knife piercing into Ning Taran's heart. "There is such a beautiful flower in the house, and it seems that someone will pick it up. I couldn't spit it out or swallow it in one breath, it was as uncomfortable as if I had eaten something." Seeing that Ning Taran's expression was not right, several people also shut up one after another. They are all old and mature, of course, it can be seen that Ning Taran is unhappy now, extremely unhappy. Grandpa's normal state of mind is understandable. Immediately, someone changed the subject. "It seems that the one who won the first place this time should be General Lin." "It should be. I don't know how long it will take Lin Shen to fight the real body of the beast god. The previous record was 37 minutes. Depending on the time, the rewards are different. I hope that Lin Shen will be able to create a new record." Lin Moyu had already reached the 3rd plateau at this time, and he obviously hadn't used his full strength yet. And the teams from the 3 top academies only reached the 2nd plateau. Moreover, Lin Moyu also adopted the strategy of clearing all monsters, even killing all the monsters in the canyon, not at a flat speed at all. That's what makes people angry. Of the 3 deans, only Mo Xinghe looked better. Anyway, Lin Moyu is a member of their Creation Academy in name. Mo Xinghe thought for a while. "Old Ning, do you want to remind Lin Shenzhong to use his full strength when dealing with the beast god's real body?" Ning Taran snorted. "I still need to remind you, Yi must have said it all." The look of beard blowing and staring made several people find it funny. A dignified god-level powerhouse, but an out-and-out granddaughter slave. But even though he looked unhappy, he had to admit that Lin Moyu was really good. It is undoubtedly the first among peers, and no one can compare with it. Not even the corners. Some time ago, Lin Moyu fell into the carrion world, not many people knew about it. He is one of them. At that time, he thought that Lin Moyu would definitely die inside, and he didn't dare to tell Ning Yi about it. Who would have thought that Lin Moyu would be able to escape from the corpse world alive? Ning Taran asked himself, even if he is in the world of rotting corpses, he may not be sure to kill him back. It's just that whether you admit it or not, whether you are unhappy or not, these are 2 different things. Ning Taran also wanted to know how long it would take Lin Moyu to kill the real body of the beast god. What can be achieved in the end? As for not being able to beat it, he didn't think about it. Even other teams can beat, how can Lin Moyu not beat? You can tell the result just by looking at these wolf-like undead legions. Lin Moyu and Ning Yi walked on the snow, leaving footprints one after another. They followed the undead army and reached the end of the 3rd plateau. Snowflakes fell under the canyon, and the snow of Phoenix accumulated. Monsters that were somewhat similar to bears but obviously taller fell into the snow. On the bridge deck is also a bear-like leader. The same style of play, the undead army is divided into 2 groups. Lin Moyu also flew into the canyon. There was a roar, and the snow in the canyon was blown up into the sky, and then fell down one after another. In less than 30 seconds, all the bears in the canyon were dead. The battle on the bridge continued. The bear leader has reached level 49, and his physique and vitality are quite strong. Skeletons need a few extra chops. Archmage and marksman attacks also need to come on a few more rounds. The first 3 plateaus couldn't stop the undead army at all. Lin Moyu took Ning Yi and Qing Yi to the last plateau. The monsters in plateau number 4 finally changed. Shajing Academy, in the meeting room. The 3 deans squinted their eyes, watching how Lin Moyu would deal with the monsters in the number 4 plateau. Mo Xinghe stroked his white beard and said to himself, the 4th plateau, also known as the boss plateau, has 12 groups of monsters in it. The number of each group of monsters is between 20 and 30, led by a leader, and there are a total of 12 leaders. Luo Gaoxuan, the dean of the School of Creative Theology, added, the most difficult part is not that there are many bosses, but that they will help each other. Luo Yan, the dean of Yanwang Academy, was the only woman present. She said in a deep voice, so we have to pull each group of monsters as far as possible before beheading. This is very likely to trigger a collective riot among all the leaders. Quote. Luo Gaoxuan stared at Lin Moyu, and said slowly, the number 4 plateau must be fought carefully. This place is the most time-consuming. Even our Chuangshan team will take at least 2 hours to fight there. Old Ning, how long do you think Lin Shen will be able to destroy the number 4 plateau? They all looked at Ning Taran. Ning Taran has the deepest understanding of Lin Moyu here. Ning Taran thought for a while, if this kid is serious, 10 minutes will be enough. The 3 of them were surprised at the same time. The difference between 10 minutes and 2 hours is too big. That's impossible. Luo Gaoxuan didn't refute Ning Taran's words, but he didn't believe them all either. Ning Taran chuckled, just look at it. I feel like 10 minutes might be too much. Of course he knew that the more monsters, the better for Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu's perverted skills are the ultimate weapon for group killing. In the screen, Lin Moyu and Ning Yi set foot on the number 4 plateau together. Plateau number 4 has more wind and snow, and the temperature is lower, blowing in waves like knives. The terrain of the 4 plateaus is higher than the other, and the environment is getting worse. Lin Moyu saw the monster in plateau number 4. They also exist in groups, but each group has a boss-level monster. Boss Gaoyuan, there are really many bosses. Ning Yi said with a little surprise. Then she explained, plateau number 4, because there are many boss-level monsters in it, it is also called the boss plateau. Zero ask for flowers. Lin Moyu smiled, it's a good name. Many bosses are troublesome to others, but to themselves. Dozens of skeleton berserkers have already rushed out. They scattered and ran to different groups of monsters. It is too troublesome to clean up in groups, it is better to pull them together and cook them all in one pot. Ning Yi narrowed her big eyes slightly, even a little excited. She guessed what Lin Moyu was going to do, and it was exciting to kill them together. Lin Moyu saw it in her eyes, with that undisguised look. It was obvious that this girl was also a watcher who didn't think it was a big deal. The skeleton berserker quickly ran all over the number 4 plateau, attracting all the monsters on the plateau without exception. Skeleton berserkers are fast and have extremely high agility attributes, allowing them to be faster than boss-level monsters. The skeleton berserkers pulled the monsters together and merged together, gradually turning into an army of monsters like a long dragon. Running in front was a skeleton berserker with an axe, followed by 12 tall boss-level monsters, including wolves, lions, bears, and pythons. 0. There are all kinds of beasts. In the end, there were more than 300 dungeon monsters. The skeleton berserkers ran back with the monster army, and the skeleton wizard and skeleton marksman in the undead army had been waiting for a long time. Skill, Curse of Aging. Red light covered the entire plateau. Scarlet swords with shackles appeared above the heads of all monsters. In the eyes of the monster, the whole world suddenly became faster. The speed of the skeleton berserker suddenly accelerated. It's not that the world is getting faster, it's that they are getting slower. All the monsters performed in slow motion. Ning Yi couldn't help laughing out loud, it's so exciting, it's so interesting. Lin Moyu hasn't pulled monsters for a long time, and the corners of his eyes are a little excited. The skeleton archmage and skeleton marksman acted almost at the same time. The elemental explosion brought a brilliant light and exploded among the monsters. The marksman's sharp arrows arrived even more instantly, piercing monsters one by one. There was a scream, and several monsters were instantly killed. Lin Moyu pointed out with his fingers lightly. Skill, corpse burst. Boom, boom, boom. One explosion followed another, endlessly. The earth was blown away, the snow piled up like a waterfall against the current, and the whole world became a vast expanse of whiteness. The world is covered in white, and there is no other color. It's so beautiful. Ning Yi's crisp voice came from the snow-white world. In Sha Jing Academy, the screen in front of several big bosses has turned white, and nothing else can be seen. I can't see anything anymore. I don't know what's going on inside. Someone spoke softly. Ning Taran snorted, if there's anything to worry about, you'll know in a while. He glanced at the time, 6 minutes, it was indeed faster than expected. Here, on an altar in the middle of the number 4 plateau, a monster slowly woke up. Blooming a ray of light connecting the sky and the earth. With the appearance of that huge aura, the ice and snow melted, and the picture quickly became clear. In the picture, there are piles of corpses, large and small, piled up like mountains. None of the monsters on the 4th plateau fell, and they died cleanly. The 3 principals were all a little shocked, even Mo Xinghe saw Lin Moyu group kill for the first time. Luo Gaoxuan's eyes widened, it's only 10 seconds from the start of the attack. Is this the solution? Luo Yan's voice was slightly low, less than 10 seconds. Quote. Ning Taran knew this would happen a long time ago, and stood there inscrutably, without saying a word. Luo Gaoxuan said, I would like to invite Lin Shenjiang to join my creation seminary. Luo Yan snorted, you have enough geniuses in the creation seminary, and Lin Shen will be suitable for our Yanwang Academy in the future. Luo Gaoxuan refused to budge, our creation theological academy is the top of the 3 academies, no matter how you say it should come to us. Fuck off. Who admitted it? Sooner or later, I, Yanwang Academy, will become the leader of the 3 academies. Hee, the leader of the 3 houses, it is impossible for you to give you another 1,000 years. The 2 quarreled endlessly, obviously this was not the first time. After arguing for a while, they suddenly looked at Mo Xinghe at the side at the same time. When they quarreled before, Mo Xinghe would definitely join in, but today this guy kept silent, 107 inches, it was very strange. When something goes wrong, there must be a demon. Mo Xinghe, something is wrong with you today. Luo Yan stared at Mo Xinghe, not only her, Luo Gaoxuan also stared at him. Mo Xinghe knew he couldn't hide it, so he smiled embarrassingly, actually, God General Lin has already joined my creation academy. What? The 2 screamed strangely at the same time. Luo Yan harbored malicious intentions, when did it happen? Mo Xinghe said, it's been a while. Luo Gaoxuan said, tell me honestly, how did you trick Lin Shenjiang over? What is cheating? Can you speak? Mo Xinghe shouted angrily. Shut up. Ning Taran suddenly shouted angrily. The room suddenly fell silent. Ning Taran said in a low voice, the beast god's real body is about to come out. An altar appeared on the screen. The altar is located in the center of plateau number 4, and a huge stone pillar stands in the altar. Beneath the stone pillar lay a huge ape-like monster. The behemoth is recovering, its breath is soaring, stirring up the situation. The beast god's real body was recovering, Ning Taran and the others also shifted their attention. When Lin Moyu saw the real body of the beast god, a chill came from behind. He has seen the real body of the beast god. No, it should be said that I have seen the same existence as the real body of the beast god. Just when the zombie world was about to leave, there was a monster with a similar appearance. At that time, the monster held a giant stick and killed many skeleton berserkers. The attack method is extremely wild, and the attack power is extremely astonishing. At that time, Lin Moyu regarded it as a warrior of the human race, but after thinking about it later, he felt that it was wrong. There are very few occupations among human fighters who use sticks, and although the opponent's body is rotten, they have hair. It can only be said that the body shape is somewhat similar to that of the human race, but the size and physique are completely different. Looking at it now, it is 89 points similar to the real body of the beast god. The only bad thing is the giant stick. Ow! The terrifying sound waves shook the heavens and earth, and plateau number 4 trembled accordingly. The real body of the ape-like beast god was completely revived, and his body size became several times larger in the blink of an eye. A giant hand grabbed the stone pillar beside him violently. The stone pillar also turned into a giant stick at the same time. Done. Lin Moyu was absolutely sure at the moment that the stick-wielding strong man he saw in the corpse world was the real beast god. And in front of you. The detection technique flew out. Open black lens bracket avatar of the beast god enhanced leader close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket level 55 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket power 120000 close black lens bracket 100000 50,000. Open black lens bracket physique 130000 close black lens bracket. Skills: 1 stick to destroy the world, sweeping thousands of military industry. Characteristics: physical damage reduced by 30%, elemental damage reduced by 30%, attack power enhanced, speed enhanced. Close black lens bracket. The total attribute reaches 400,000, double immunity and double enhancement, which is higher than the world-class boss of the same level. The only feature is that there are no extremely special skills, such as the poisonous gas of the dragon god touched by the earth, the super enchantment of the soul-eating worm mother, and the black fire of the ancient Luan bird. This is the most difficult part of a world-class boss. The real body of the beast god in front of him has nothing special except that the attribute exceeds that of the world-class boss. But relying on the powerful attributes, the average team still can't beat it at all, and only the teams from the top colleges can barely beat it. Lin Moyu doesn't care about its attributes, but cares more about its appearance. His appearance is very similar to the carrion beast god in the carrion world, almost exactly the same. Lin Moyu, the carrion beast god, can't beat even the procrastinator. As for the one in front of me, Lin Moyu didn't feel the difficulty at all. In his opinion, it is the difference between killing faster or slower. Ning Yi exclaimed, how could it be the real body of the beast god? Could it be that 3 years have passed? The real body of the beast god will only be refreshed every 3 years. Whoever kills first will get extra rewards. The rest of the time, the dungeon boss is just a phantom of the beast god. The two seem to have little difference, but in fact there is a world of difference. Lin Moyu asked softly, Yi, does it mean that the faster you kill, the better the reward you will get? Ning Yi hummed, yes, the previous best record was 35 minutes set by Chuang Theological Seminary, and obtained the Lucian bone that can be used as boss jewelry. Creation Academy once killed it in 41 minutes, and the things obtained were much worse. Lin Moyu suddenly said, if I kill it in seconds, I don't know how many rewards I will get. Why? Ning Yi let out an ah, disbelief written all over her face. This is a boss, it is very powerful if you can beat it. What's more, it is a spike, how is this possible? Lin Moyu smiled, I'll try. Strong soldier, the skill is activated suddenly. Although I don't want to use it very much, but for the reward, let's use it. Lin Moyu pointed out with his right hand, and the flames of his left hand danced. Skill, Curse of Aging. Skill, Soul Flame. Under the red light, the speed of the beast god's real body that had just recovered suddenly slowed down. Its attention instantly focused on Lin Moyu. But before it could react, the soul flame had already fallen. All attributes have increased by 200%, Lin Moyu's spiritual attributes are close to 360,000, the damage of the soul flame has been greatly increased, and an additional 500% damage can be caused 0. A soul flame came with terrifying attack power. With a scream, the beast god's real body let out a miserable cry, in such pain that he almost lost the giant stick in his hand. The skeleton archmage and skeleton marksman act at the same time. The elemental bombardment sounded, engulfing the beast god's real body. The sharp arrows pierced every corner of its body in an instant, attacking 3 times a day. After 3 attacks, the beast god's real body has become a hedgehog. The skeleton berserker rushed in front of it with deadly strides, and his skills exploded in an all-round way. The scarlet axes landed on Beast Soul Gen's body densely. The skeleton berserkers followed suit and marched forward bravely. One is to rush to the foot or step on the opponent's shoulder. As long as a wave of skills erupts, retreat immediately, and leave the rest to those who come later. The beast soul avatar that had just recovered did not even have the qualifications to howl, and fell to the ground in less than 5 seconds. It can almost be said that it was killed in seconds. Ning Yi was taken aback, it was too fast. According to previous experience, at least there must be a fierce fight, right? Never thought that Lin Moyu would be so strong. Not to mention Ning Yi was dumbfounded, even the 3 well-informed deans were dumbfounded. Ning Taran thought at the beginning that he would play very fast, but he didn't expect it to be so fast. After all, it is the real body of the beast god. The actual combat power of the 55-level big boss is even higher than that of the world boss of the same level. As a result, he was instantly killed by Lin Moyu, and died in a humiliating manner. Luo Gaoshuan opened his mouth wide, and said blankly, "Mr. Ning, this is not true, is it true? Did you misplace the picture?" Luo Yan also said, "My old lady has lived for decades, why does she feel so unreal?" Although there was disbelief in Mo Xinghei's eyes, he finally accepted the fact, and praised, "General Lin is worthy of being General Lin." Ning Taran said, "Don't spread the matter today. You all know the current situation. If this matter is spread again, I'm afraid those guys will be desperate." Seeing that Ning Taran was so serious, all 3 of them nodded. This 3.2 matter will never be spread outside the public. Now the situation of the human race is weird and treacherous, the demon worship society is wanted, and many members have been arrested. Then they started to fight back frantically. Only then did people realize that there were so many members of the demon worship society in the human race. The abyssal demons are gathering an army, because Lin Moyu's massacre of the city angered the abyssal demons. The dragon clan is also ready to move, they have ceased fire with the abyss demons, and they are deploying troops on the Yuan battlefield, not knowing what to do. Judging from the information obtained by all parties, Lin Moyu is the person most wanted to kill by the 3 parties. Therefore, news about Lin Moyu should be spread as little as possible. After the beast god's real body died, the altar collapsed, and then Lin Moyu saw a red blood mass. Open black lens bracket obtain the beast god leg bone close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket obtain the blood of the beast god close black lens bracket. Beast god leg bone, the bone left before the beast god became a god, possessing a part of divinity. Close black lens bracket. Beast god essence and blood. Used by physical professions, it can greatly increase the probability of professional sublimation at the 3rd turn, and has a certain chance of awakening talents. Close black lens bracket. The moment Ning Taran saw this ball of blood, his face changed suddenly, and he disappeared into the room in an instant. Then there were exclamations in the room. The things of the gods are very useful. The bone of the beast god obtained before was only a piece less than the size of a fingernail, and it could even be regarded as slag. In this way, it can also be made into boss jewelry. Not to mention the blood essence the size of a fist, the effect can be imagined. The information sent back by the detection technique can greatly increase the probability of professional sublimation at the 3rd turn, and there is also a chance to awaken talents. Just the above 2 points, the value of the blood of the beast god should be super boss jewelry. Your own strength is the real strength. It is not comparable to foreign objects. Moreover, Lin Moyu felt that the effect of the beast spirit's blood was not limited to this, and there must be other uses as well. Although the detection technique is great, it is almost omnipotent. But it doesn't know everything. When in the corpse world, the detection technique is useless, and nothing can be detected except the name level. Ning Yi took out an exquisite box and put away the spirit and blood of the beast god. You put this away and use it when the time comes to turn 3. Ning Yi didn't hesitate at all, and directly handed the box to Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu didn't answer, you take it. Ning Yi shook her head, I don't want it, anyway, I have you, and I don't need to go to the battlefield. Lin Moyu took out the divine elemental stone, this is what I prepared for you. Ning Yi's eyes glowed while holding the elemental god stone, it's so beautiful. The elemental god stone exudes a charming luster, chic and beautiful. Ning Yi looked at it for a while, then returned it to Lin Moyu, you can keep this for yourself. Lin Moyu touched Ning Yi's head, feeling the softness from his fingertips. I have something else. Ning Yi was still shaking. Then I don't want it now, you know. Lin Moyu understood immediately, and smiled lightly. Okay, I'll give it to you when the time comes. And I want to collect some more elements and make it more perfect. Ning Yi nodded. Okay, take me with you. Certainly. The two teleported away from the copy. Lin Moyu suddenly felt a murderous aura enveloped him. His face changed slightly. How could there be a murderous look in the dungeon hall? But this murderous look doesn't seem to really want to do anything to him. Looking in the murderous direction, he saw Ning Taran staring at him with beard blowing. Stinky boy, move your claws away. Ning Taran snorted, and at the same time the staff in his hand came to the ground heavily, causing energy fluctuations. There was no one in the dungeon hall, and the door was closed. The people inside were all driven out by Ning Taran. Lin Moyu was holding Ning Yi in his arms at this time, and a hairy hand was resting on Ning Yi's elastic waist. Lin Moyu said respectfully, Senior Ning, why are you here? Talking belongs to talking, but his hand didn't let go. Ning Taran was even more angry. Although I have accepted Lin Moyu in my heart, I have accepted it, but the feeling is still different when I see it with my eyes. At this moment, the attributes of the granddaughter slave completely exploded. It stinks. These three words were almost squeezed out between the teeth, and the murderous intent became more and more fierce. Grandpa, what are you doing? A crisp voice sounded. Ning Taran's murderous aura suddenly melted, and his old face blossomed in spring. It's okay, Grandpa just wants to ask you something. A smile miraculously appeared on Ning Taran's old face. At this momentary change, the corners of Lin Moyu's mouth twitched slightly. It's a pity that you don't go to singing all the time. Ning Yi asked, what? She has already discovered that something is wrong. The gates of the dungeon hall are closed. It must not be a trivial matter. Ning Taran straightened his face. Did you get the blood of the beast god in the dungeon just now? Before Lin Moyu could speak, Ning Yi jumped up. Grandpa, you monitor people. Ning Taran's complexion changed drastically, and he quickly explained, don't talk nonsense, there is no surveillance, we are watching the match of the Third Academy, and we saw you by the way. Ning Yi still stared at Ning Taran with scrutiny. Really? Ning Taran nodded like a chicken pecking rice. Of course it's true, how could Grandpa lie to Yi? Ning Yi snorted, it's good if it's true, otherwise I'll ignore you in the future. Ning Taran breathed a sigh of relief, and finally passed a test. Ning Yi giggled and said, it's impossible for the three academies to fight the beast god's real body this time, and when they hit the boss, everyone will be dumbfounded. It's funny to think about it. Indeed, the real body of the beast god has been killed, and it will be 3 years later if he wants to refresh it again. Ning Taran coughed lightly. General Lin, I want to see what you got in the dungeon just now. He called Lin Moyu Lin Shenjiang, obviously to talk about business. Lin Moyu nodded, and took out the leg bone and blood of the beast god. A gust of breeze passed by. Ning Taran showed a little surprise on his face. Do you know the value of these two things? Lin Moyu thought for a while. The leg bones of the beast god should help professionals to speed up their comprehension, increase the probability of becoming a god-level powerhouse. Ning Taran was shocked again. He didn't expect Lin Moyu to know. Lin Moyu continued, the effect of the animal spirit and blood detection technique has been explained very clearly, but I think there should be other effects. Ning Taran said sternly, if you use it directly, you can increase the probability of professional promotion by about 15% at the third turn. If you use it to make a magic blood potion, you can increase the probability of professional promotion to 30%. Even the probability of awakening talent will increase a bit. Also, this drop of beast spirit blood can at least make the main potion. Lin Moyu looked at Ning Taran, and Ning Taran also looked at Lin Moyu. Looking at each other, Lin Moyu probably guessed what Ning Taran meant. You want to make a deal with me? That's right, Ning Taran admitted generously. Under Lin Moyu's gaze, Ning Taran revealed his trading plan. If the spirit blood of the beast god is to be made into a potion of divine blood, a large number of other treasures are needed to assist it. There is also a need to find the right pharmacist. All these matters will be handled by Ning Taran, without Lin Moyu worrying about them. After making the medicine, give one to Lin Moyu, one to Ning Taran, and the other to the pharmacist. Lin Moyu asked, are pharmacists' prices so high? Ning Yi breathed out in Lin Moyu's ear, it's true, it's a male sore. Seeing this, Ning Taran raised his eyebrows. General Lin Shen thinks this deal is feasible. According to Ning Taran, he has no loss. Lin Moyu thought for a while and asked a question. I have a question, please answer Senior Ning first. Who will use the potion that belongs to you in the end? Ning Taran blew his beard. How could he not know what Lin Moyu meant? You also have to take care of this. I'm just asking. Lin Moyu continued to ask, as if he was just asking if you would like to tell me. Ning Taran said, the old man only has a precious granddaughter. If he doesn't give it to her, who else can he give it to? Lin Moyu chuckled. What he wanted was the answer. If that's the case, then I have no objections. The transaction was established, and Lin Moyu handed over the blood of the beast god to Ning Taran. Ning Taran put away the blood of the beast god, but his eyes were still fixed on the leg bones of the beast god, and he opened his mouth as if he wanted to say something. 580 Ning Yi was the first to speak. Grandpa, you're not still thinking about the leg bones of the beast god, are you? This is a treasure that can help people realize how to become a god. Silent words are also used. Ning Taran almost spat out a mouthful of old blood, feeling that the baby he had carefully cared for more than 10 or 20 years was flying away with wings in front of his eyes. Flew into the arms of a brat. At this moment, Lin Moyu handed the beast god's leg bone to Ning Taran. Senior Ning, I want to use it as a proposal. Ning Taran froze on the spot. Ning Yi was also stunned, red from neck to head, lowered her head and dared not speak. How could she have imagined that Lin Moyu would say such words suddenly? Ning Taran didn't know whether to accept it or not. I wanted to refuse in my heart, but my eyes were very honest, and Zhang Shen's leg bones were too attractive. If they can be obtained, then the chances of several old guys in the family becoming god level will be greatly increased. But after thinking of accepting, unwilling, angry, Lin Moyu said, this is just a marriage proposal. I know that I am not of sufficient status, so I will formally come to propose marriage together with Master with the dowry. Ning Taran is still hesitating, the leg bones of the beast god are too tempting. But this marriage. Looking at the expression of his precious granddaughter, he suddenly realized. Does he stop it? Obviously Ning Yi is no longer married to Lin Moyu. That being the case, it is better to charge more benefits. All of a sudden the sky is clear and the moon is bright. Okay, the old man agrees. As he spoke, he took away the leg bone of the beast god, and then strode away without looking back. The corners of Lin Moyu's mouth raised into a smile. He knew that Ning Taran would not refuse unless his mind was broken. Ning Yi's little face was red and hot, and she couldn't calm down no matter what. Lin Moyu took her little hand. Let's continue to brush the copy. Ning Yi's head was a little blank, and she nodded instinctively after hearing Lin Moyu's words. Lin Moyu hugged her and entered the copy again. The two cleared all the monsters in the dungeon just now. Lin Moyu's experience increased by 6%, and Ning Yi's experience increased by 8%. Lin Moyu is 42 levels, 2 levels higher than Ning Yi, and naturally needs more experience than Ning Yi. The gate of the dungeon palace reopened. Just now when the bell rang, Ning Taran suddenly appeared and drove everyone out. Everyone is wondering what happened. Especially for this bell, some people speculate that it should be Lin Moyu who set a new record. Now a group of people swarmed in and squeezed to the entrance of the instance of Beast God Plateau, looking at the light curtain above. The top 3 results are shown above. Open black lens bracket Lin Moyu, 3 hours 12 minutes 38 seconds. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Creative Theological College, 6 hours, 29 minutes and 18 seconds. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Creation College, 6 hours, 52 minutes and 01 seconds. Close black lens bracket. The record has been refreshed. The first one above shows the new record created by Lin Moyu. Yanwang Academy is no longer in the ranking. Lin Moyu's speed far surpassed the second-placed Chuang Theological Academy, more than doubled. Looking at this result, the students seemed to take it for granted, but they couldn't help talking about it. Shen Zhonglin is Shen Zhonglin, and you can create a new record with a younger sister. Hey, this is only the first time, and the second time the results will be even more frightening. What is scary, should be desperate. That's right, the word despair is used well, and Lin Shenjiang's final results are all disappointing. Lin Moyu created one desperate record after another. Some people are jealous and dissatisfied, but most people can only look away and sigh. Someone suddenly said, every time the beast god's real body is refreshed, he is hunted down by Wang Da's top academy. This time, I can finally see the disappointed expressions of these guys. Another person echoed, I think that expression must be wonderful. In the conference room, Mo Xinghe, Luo Gaoxuan, and Luo Yan hadn't left yet. A piece of animal bone and a mass of blood-like objects appeared in the screen just now. The three of them also guessed what it was. Just not quite sure yet. Only 10 minutes later, Ning Taran returned again. When Ning Taran came back, his expression was a bit complicated, and the three of them couldn't guess what he was thinking. Ning Taran's mood at this moment is as complicated as his expression. He felt like he had sold his granddaughter, it was so weird that even he couldn't explain it clearly. Mo Xinghe asked, Old Ning, the two items that fell just now. Ning Taran did not hide, the leg bones of the beast god and the blood of the beast god. Hiss. The three gasped. Based on their experience, of course they know what these two items represent. Luo Gaoxuan enviously said, God General Lin is so lucky, with these two things, God General Lin will definitely be able to become a god. Luo Yan was obviously at odds with Luo Gaoxuan, and retorted, what is luck, it means that General Lin is strong enough. Mo Xinghe said in a low voice, we can't tell about this matter, otherwise it may cause trouble for General Lin Shen. The three nodded together, indeed. Although they will not have any bad thoughts, but it is not guaranteed that someone will have thoughts. According to the information from recent investigations, there might be god-level powerhouses in the Demon Worship Association. In the event that such an existence secretly attacks Lin Moyu may be in danger. Ning Taran said in a low voice, now these two things are in my hands. The three looked at Ning Taran together. With Ning Taran's strength, he is naturally not afraid of others thinking about it. But Ning Taran didn't reveal the deal between the two, he still felt that he was selling his granddaughter for a bone. No matter how you think, how uncomfortable. The three of them didn't know what Ning Taran was thinking, their eyes were shining at this time. Luo Gaoxuan pleaded, Old Ning, can you show me the leg bones of the beast god? Although Luo Yan was embarrassed to say it, his eyes had already betrayed her. Mo Xinghe also had a similar expression. All three of them are half a step away from becoming god level, but this half step is not easy. If there is such a thing as the leg bone of the beast god, maybe they can take this half step smoothly. Ning Taran was not stingy either, he directly threw the beast god's leg bone to them, just watch it here, and return it to me later. Mo Xinghe took out a jade plate and carefully placed the beast god's leg bone on it, and the three of them began to study around it. Ning Taran opened the dungeon screen again, and the corners of his mouth twitched again. In the picture, Lin Moyu hugged Ning Yi, and the hug became tighter. Ning Yi almost curled up in Lin Moyu's arms. Ning Taran was so angry that he didn't want to watch it anymore. In the other three pictures, the three teams of Chuangshan, Chuangxi, and Yanwang have already reached the fourth plateau. Plateau number 4, known as the boss plateau, is the most difficult and time-consuming to fight. You can only pull the monsters over one by one to prevent the monsters from rioting. But Lin Moyu. In the copy, Lin Moyu hugged Ning Yi. I have several new ways of playing, do you want to try? Ning Yi curled up like a kitten, extremely well behaved, I listen to you. Lin Moyu smiled, okay, let's try the first one first, and try to finish the book within 10 minutes. Ning Yi responded softly. She hasn't recovered yet. Lin Moyu's sudden proposal of marriage just now kept churning in his little head. Why is it so sudden? Then she felt herself flying again, faster than before. Lin Moyu stretched out his lightning wings, pulled his speed to the limit, and rushed directly to the number 4 plateau. The limit speed of lightning wings exceeds 1 kilometer per second. Lin Moyu has calculated that 1 minute is enough for him to fly to plateau number 4. Ning Yi looked at the picture of constantly retreating, the cold wind was blowing in gusts, the temperature dropped rapidly, and she finally came to her senses. She hugged Lin Moyu tightly. Is this a quick scan? Lin Moyu hummed, I'll try. A minute later, Lin Moyu hugged Ning Yi and brought the undead army down from the sky. The skeletons landed one step ahead of them, and started galloping across the number 4 plateau. Pulling monsters and group killing, this is currently the most efficient way of playing. He crossed the first 3 plateaus, saved a lot of time, and performed a real quick brush. In the conference room, Ning Taran looked at this scene and smiled wryly, backquote, this kid is not planning to leave a way for others to survive. Quote, I don't know how the geniuses from the 3 colleges will react when they see it. But now, a dean of the college doesn't care about them. They are working hard to study the leg bones of the beast god. The beast god's leg bone contains the breath of the gods, and it is a bone transformed from the beast god after he became a god. If something can be researched, it will be of great benefit to becoming a god level. The god level of the gods and the human race has a lot in common. Ning Taran suddenly raised his eyebrows and looked at Mai Xinghe. At this time, there was an unusual aura rising from Mo Xinghei's body. It still looks very weak, but it is increasing at a constant speed. God-level breath. He is finally going to become a god. My human race will have another god-level powerhouse from now on. Ning Taran smiled. He didn't expect Mo Xinghe to take that step so quickly. It was really hit by Lao Bai. He knew that among the 3, Mo Xinghe was the one closest to the god level. Bai Yiyuan once said that Mo Xinghe is very likely to be the next person of the human race to become a god-level powerhouse. The leg bone of the beast god became the key to his final Qian Wang Jiao step, saving more than half a year of time. The god-level breath on Mo Xinghe's body became stronger and stronger, awakening Luo Gaoshuan and Luo Yan beside him. Both of them looked at Mo Xinghe in horror, then looked at each other again, but did not make a sound. They backed away silently and did not bother Mo Xinghe. The god-level breath gradually overflowed the conference room, drifted towards the outside world, and spread in Shajing Academy. Many powerful beings in Shajing Academy were awakened and rushed over one after another. Ning Taran left the conference room and appeared in the midair. He raised his staff high in his hand, releasing a halo that lingered in the air for a long time. Everyone, do not enter the halo range toilet. His voice reached the ears of all those who came. The strong men who rushed over heard Ning Taran's voice, and when they saw Ning Taran himself, they all stopped. With Ning Taran's identity, no one would dare to disobey his words. In the dungeon, with explosions and roars, the monsters on the number 4 plateau were quickly wiped out. A huge aura rose from the central altar. At the same time, a slightly illusory ape shadow slowly appeared. Lin Moyu said softly, it is indeed different from the real body of the beast god. Open black lens bracket Phantom of the Beast God World Level Leader Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket level 52 Close black lens bracket 100000. Open black lens bracket Agility 80,000 Close black lens bracket 40,000. Open black lens bracket Physique 100000 Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Skill Sweeping thousands of armies Close black lens bracket. Characteristics. Enhanced Vitality. Close black lens bracket. Level 52. Total attributes of 320,000. The attributes are not low. It is a little higher than the 55th level Lord level Chiyu Demon. The boss of a large copy is defined as a world-class boss by the detector. Lin Moyu knew this because its attributes had indeed reached the level of the world boss. It just lacks the various characteristics of the world boss. The difficulty of the strategy is far inferior to that of the real world boss. The Phantom of the Beast God is also not comparable to the real body of the Beast God, and it is not the same level of existence. Following Lin Moyu's order, the undead army has rushed forward. The red light fell, and the curse fell. If Lin Moyu is before the second turn, he can grind this boss to death with a little time. At that time, when the earth touched the dragon god, it was also ground to death abruptly. But now after the second turn, a boss of this level is crushing. Without identity, there is no threat at all. Skeleton berserkers swarmed up and launched skills around it. The sharp axes chopped down one after another, and flesh and blood flew everywhere. Nearly 5,000 skeleton berserkers went up to throw their skills in batches. Elemental explosions are like fireworks, crackling and exploding non-stop. After the battle started, it became a hedgehog in an instant, a sharp arrow of a skeleton marksman, shooting 3 times a second. Tens of thousands of sharp arrows shot into its body, densely packed. The screams continued, and the wailing continued. During this period, it had to activate its skills several times, but Lin Moyu 507 only had the slight flicker of the flame in his hand, and the skills were interrupted. Lin Moyu firmly dug into the rhythm of the battle, without giving him any chance to resist. Under the attack of Lin Moyu, the beast god phantom persisted for less than 2 minutes before crashing to the ground. Kill the phantom of the beast god, experience plus 2,600,000 close tortoise shell bracket. Open black lens bracket, obtain the plateau giant sword, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, obtain highland boxing gloves, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, obtain plateau battle armor, close black lens bracket. Plateau giant sword. Platinum level weapon, all attributes plus 2000, warrior skills increased by 70%. Close black lens bracket. Plateau boxing gloves. Platinum level weapon, all attributes plus 2000, boxer skills increase by 70%, skill, chain strike. Close black lens bracket. Combined attack. 30 consecutive punches within 3 seconds, each punch will cause damage equivalent to 100% of your own strength, and the cooling time is 5 minutes. Close black lens bracket. Plateau battle armor. Platinum level armor, all attributes plus 1000, physical damage reduced by 10%. Close black lens bracket. A large piece of information popped up, and the dungeon strategy time was fixed at 9 minutes and 43 seconds. The bells in the dungeon hall were ringing loudly, extremely intense. Another score under 10 minutes was born. In the dungeon hall, the beast god plateau is shining brightly on the dungeon. Hundreds of pairs of eyes stared at the light curtain on the dungeon. Everyone is mentally prepared and knows that Lin Moyu must have created another disappointing record. But when the results really appeared, I still couldn't help but exclaimed. Open black lens bracket, Lin Moyu. 9 minutes and 43 seconds. Close black lens bracket. Those who were jealous of Lin Moyu finally couldn't help but burst out at this moment, with a gloomy voice. How is this possible? How could such a result be possible in a large copy? He must have cheated. His words were immediately countered by a large number of Lin Moyu supporters. If anything is impossible, if you can't do it, it doesn't mean Lin Shen won't be able to do it. Lin Shen will create a dungeon record, which one can be completed by ordinary people. Beast God Plateau. There are 4 plateaus in total. As long as you have flying skills, you can cross the first 3 plateaus and reach the last plateau directly. That way you can save a lot of time. Yes, General Lin Shen must have done that. That person didn't even have a chance to refute, and immediately fled out of the dungeon hall in embarrassment under verbal criticism. In the dungeon, Ning Yi was extremely excited, jumping up and down with Lin Moyu in her arms. It's less than 10 minutes, the silent language is too powerful. How can you play so fast? This is a large dungeon. Others have to play for more than 10 hours. Even the top academy teams have to play for 6 or 7 hours. Lin Moyu smiled and said, but in this way, the experience will be lost. After the round just now, Lin Moyu's experience has only increased by 1%, which is pitifully small. This kind of speed brush that pursues the limit has lost a lot. Occasionally, it can be used as a swap. After all, this is not a copy of any top-level equipment, it is mainly used for leveling. Of course Ning Yi also knew this. I know, just play around occasionally. Lin Moyu said, next time I will try another style of play to see if I can find a balance between experience and speed. W. Ning Yi nodded happily. Okay, let's try now. As soon as the two left the dungeon, they saw a crowd of people outside. Lin Moyu is used to it, and this is not the first time he has encountered such a thing. As long as you create a new record yourself, such a situation may occur outside the dungeon. Ning Yi was taken aback. It was the first time for her to be surrounded by so many people. The two quickly reset the dungeon cooldown and entered the dungeon again. Ning Yi clutched her chest, wondering how could there be so many people. Lin Moyu said, because I set a new record. Ning Yi said, is it like this before? Many times, you get used to it. Lin Moyu knows that as long as he continues to create new records, similar things will continue to be discovered. He knows he's famous now, has become an iconic figure. It can be guessed from the commotion caused when he entered the dungeon hall. It is estimated that in a few years, his name will appear in the books in the school. Okay, I'm going to start. After Lin Moyu finished speaking, the undead army came out in full force. The sky above Sha Jing Academy was already full of people. A large number of professionals over level 70 stood in the air, looking at one of the rooms. They all looked solemn, like a pilgrimage. In the room, Mo Xinghe was transforming, from a top professional to a god-level powerhouse. This step can be said to be the most difficult and most important step among human professionals. After stepping into the god level, the heaven and the earth will no longer exist at the same level, and will become a real big shot. A unicorn appeared in the sky, shooting towards it with a majestic aura. It is thousands of meters in the blink of an eye, faster than Lin Moyu's lightning wings. He ignored Ning Taran's warning and fell directly in front of Ning Taran. The identity of the visitor was clear to everyone, so they were not surprised. He is the current patriarch of the Mo family of the Shengsha Empire, and a real god-level powerhouse, Mo Xinghe. He is also Mo Xinghe's biological brother. After today, the Mo family will have 2 god-level powerhouses. Xinghe is going to enter the god level. While speaking, he sensed it, and sensed Mo Xinghe's breath. Ning Taran nodded, yes, it is changing, and it will take some time. Mo Xinghe lowered his voice, how could it be so sudden? Xinghe should be about half a year away from the god level. After Ning Taran said the matter again, Mo Xinghe finally understood. It seems that this time I have to thank General Lin, Mo Xinghe said in a deep voice. Ning Taran stared, thank him for what he did, if you want to thank him, thank me, the leg bone of the beast god is me. Having said that, he couldn't go on. It can't be said that he sold his granddaughter in exchange. Mo Xinghe asked strangely, but what? Ning Taran shook his head, it's nothing, congratulations on adding another god-level statue to your Mo family. Mo Xinghe was also very happy at this time, congratulations to you too. Ning Taran said strangely, I have nothing to congratulate. Congratulations to your Princess Yi and Lin Shen for agreeing in love. Mo Xinghe said with a smile. Ning Taran's expression changed, who told you about this? Mo Xinghe said, old Bai. When Lin Moyu went to the ancient battlefield, Bai Yiyuan and Mo Xinghe stayed in the Hall of Heroes for many days. Talking to the rise, everything that should be said and should not be said has been said. Later, Mo Xinghe learned about Lin Moyu's various deeds, and felt that Ning Taran was lucky to find such a good grandson-in-law. Thinking about it, his Mo Yun seems to be no worse than Ning Yi in everything, why can't he meet someone like Lin Moyu? Ning Taran's chest heaved with anger, Bai Yiyuan, I'm not done with you. The god-level aura is getting stronger and stronger, and Mo Xinghe's transformation has reached the most critical moment. Mo Xinghe also became nervous, whether it can be done or not, it's up to him. In the dungeon, Lin Moyu started pulling monsters to kill in groups again. This time it's not a little slower than the limit speed brushing speed, but it's much faster than the first time. According to Lin Moyu's estimate, it can be done in 90 minutes at most. All the experience can be collected in the bag. If you brush continuously, you can reach the first level in less than 2 days. Efficiency is also considered good. The team of Creation Seminary finally cleaned up all the monsters in the number 4 plateau, and the team assembled outside the altar. They clenched their weapons one by one, ready to deal with the real body of the beast god. Don't worry, according to previous experience, if you hold on to the kill, the number 1 will definitely be ours. The captain of the Creation Seminary shouted loudly. In the next second, his eyes were completely dull. The beast god is gone. It really disappeared, and what appeared in everyone's sight was the phantom of the beast god. What happened? Could it be that we miscalculated the time and haven't refreshed it yet? Impossible, the time can't be wrong. Even if we miscalculated the time, is it possible that they will also miscalculate the time of creation? The time is definitely not wrong, but they don't believe that others can be faster than themselves. Ignore it for now, kill the beast god phantom, and then go out and have a look. Up to now, we can only fight the boss first and then talk about other things. The same scene also happened in the copy of Genesis, Yanwang Academy. Ling Yizhen's face was not very good looking. He listened to Mo Xinghei's words, deliberately suppressed the level for this dungeon, and waited for more than 2 months. In the end, what was waiting was the phantom of the beast god. Mystery hangs over them. The instigator Lin Moyu didn't know about this at all, he just brought Ning Yi along to upgrade. Enjoy a relaxed and happy time. The teams of the 3 colleges finally killed the beast god phantom and left the dungeon almost at the same time. Dozens of people appeared in the dungeon hall. People from the 3 colleges did not confront each other, and no one was convinced, staring with disdain. When they saw the record on the light curtain. Open black lens bracket Lin Moyu, 9 minutes and 43 seconds. Close black lens bracket. Everyone lost their voices collectively, and someone yelled strangely, "How is this possible? Absolutely impossible, how could such a result be achieved? Is there something wrong with the copy? Even Lin Mo, even him, it's impossible to do it." After seeing the results, Ling Yizhen was the calmest among them all. In his opinion, if this result was achieved by Lin Moyu, it would be perfectly normal. He knows very well how powerful Lin Moyu's skills are. At level 30, you can grind to death the level 58 world boss. Now that Lin Moyu has completed his second turn, he must be stronger than before. The real body of the beast god, even they can beat them, and it is estimated that they will be killed in seconds when facing Lin Moyu. Ling Yizhen sighed softly, he didn't expect to find such a thing. He didn't blame Lin Moyu, nor did he dare to blame Lin Moyu. Fortunately, it was only a waste of 2 months and I could afford it. He turned to his teammates and said, "Let's go back. Ling Yi fight." A voice came, and someone stopped him. Ling Yizhen was familiar with this voice, and the captain of the Chuang Seminary's team this time, Zhang Chao. A guy who, like himself, is pressing down on the level for the Beast God Plateau instance. And this guy has been suppressing him longer than himself, and he probably hasn't been promoted for half a year. Ling Yizhen turned his head to look. "Fang Chao, what do you want me to do?" There was arrogance in his words. He was convinced to Lin Moyu, but to others, Ling Yizhen was not convinced. This is true even if the other party is someone from the Creation Seminary. Fang Chao said, "Ling Yizhen, you just went back in such a disgruntled manner. I don't intend to find out." Ling Yizhen laughed loudly. "Isn't this very clear? Lin Shenjiang also played a copy, and he played faster than us." Fang Chao snorted coldly. "Do you believe in such a result?" Ling Yizhen said, "Fang Chao, are you unconvinced? If this result was played by others, I would not believe it. But if it was played by Lin Shenjiang, I would believe it 100%. Fang Chao's face changed slightly. He didn't expect you to be his supporter too. Ling Yizhen shook his head. "Can you control it?" He ignored Fang Chao and left with the staff of the Creation Academy. After seeing Ling Yizhen's performance, the captain of Yanwang Academy rolled his eyes, and then led the team to leave. Only the people from Creation Seminary were left with unwillingness on their faces. Lin Moyu's results are too horrible, so horrible that they can't believe it. Most of the proudest people in Shajing Academy are concentrated in the Creation Theological Academy. They are all top talents in the same era. On weekdays, they are not too convinced of each other, let alone outsiders. They also heard the legend of Lin Moyu, but they didn't believe it much. Now. They can't help it either. "Captain, do you want to go back first and ask the teacher what's going on?" Captain Fang Chao thought about it for a moment, and knew that this was the only way to go now. He's vain, but he's not an idiot either. Knowing his own status, this kind of thing, he can't figure it out, so he can only go back to the academy to find a teacher. At this time, the space around him fluctuated slightly. A man and a woman appeared outside the copy. The moment they saw the man, everyone's expressions were strange. Fang Chao let out a low voice, "Lin Moyu." Lin Moyu just heard someone calling his name when he came out of the dungeon. He looked up and saw a tall man wearing a full set of top-grade platinum equipment standing in front of him. "Who are you?" Lin Moyu didn't recognize him. Fang Chao said, "My name is Fang Chao, from Chuang Seminary. Lin Moyu, let me ask you, how did you play the dungeon, and why did you achieve such results?" Lin Moyu frowned slightly, he was disgusted by this guy's domineering appearance. Ning Yi said bluntly, "Are you sick? How did we beat you, and why did we tell you?" Fang Chao snorted coldly, "I asked him, not you." Lin Moyu commented lightly, "I really don't need to tell you, and let me warn you once, pay attention to your identity, don't talk to me like that." Fang Chao still carried his arrogance, "I am a genius of creation seminary, and sooner or later I will become a god general, and even step into the god level." Lin Moyu's eyes turned a little colder, and he still maintained his indifferent tone, "Then talk to me after you become a god general, please get out of the way now, and don't block me from swiping the book." Fang Chao snorted coldly, "I just want to ask you a few questions, and when you answer, I will naturally step aside." In his opinion, Lin Moyu is only level 42. Being able to become a god general is just luck. He never took those legends seriously. There are a lot of rumors in the world. I am already level 50, and I am wearing top-grade platinum equipment. Even if they can't beat Lin Moyu, it won't be much difference. Lin Moyu's eyes were even colder, "This is the dungeon hall, the school, I won't move you. Get out of the way now." Fang Chao still didn't let go, "I said, I'll ask you a few questions, and I'll get out of the way after you answer." 0. Ask for flowers. The dungeon hall suddenly shook, and a murderous aura descended from the sky, covering Fang Chao suddenly. The divine stone of the realm kept spinning, as murderous aura gushed out from it. This is Lin Moyu's murderous aura accumulated after fighting in the ancient battlefield, slaughtering an army in the Yuan battlefield, slaughtering a city in the abyss, and fighting powerful rotting corpses in the rotting corpse world. It broke out at this moment, just like the essence. It's not something someone at Fang Chao's level can resist. Fang Chao's eyes blurred, and he had countless hallucinations, feeling as if countless knives were slashing at him from all directions. At the same time, there were a large number of rotting corpses pounced on him, biting with their mouths open. For a while, he became bloody, which was horrible. Fang Chao screamed and fell to the ground. Fang Chao realized that he was hallucinating when all the pictures in front of him disappeared. That's a little bit of courage. Lin Moyu brought Ning Yi past Fang Chao with disdain and teleported into the dungeon again. Fang Chao gulped down his breath, drenched in sweat. The scene just now was too real, otherwise he wouldn't be frightened. How could this be? This situation was beyond Fang Chao's comprehension. But he knew it must be Lin Moyu's fault. It's just that Lin Moyu's methods are so superb that he can't understand them at all. His teammates came to help him up one after another. Fang Chao was still in shock, he hesitated for a long time and said, "Let's go back first. This matter has to go back and ask to find out." After entering the dungeon, Ning Yi asked, "What happened just now? Why did that guy suddenly fall down? He seemed to be frightened." Lin Moyu said, "I just frightened him with a murderous look, I didn't expect him to be so timid and not scared." Ning Yi also had a hint of disdain, "You are an idiot who dares to confront you with such courage." Lin Moyu smiled, "Don't worry about him, let's continue." Mo Xinghei's god-level aura became stronger and stronger, and finally reached its peak several hours later. Accompanied by a thunder-like sound, the god-level aura instantly subsided, and disappeared without a trace in the blink of an eye. In the next second, Mo Xinghei appeared in the midair minister. Beside him, there is an extra unicorn. The appearance of the unicorn was almost exactly the same as that of Mo Xinghai. God-level summoner, God-level Holy Spirit unicorn. The Mo family is a family of summoners, and the blood of summoners flows through their bodies. Mo Xinghei experienced a career upgrade, from a mid-level legendary professional, a Holy Spirit summoner, to a God-level professional. Although he has just become a God level, his strength is not weak. After the God level, not only depends on the level, but also on the class of the profession. Like Mo Xinghei, the God level achieved by a mid-level legend level professional is much stronger than that of Cheng Jing, an ordinary legendary level professional who is also at level 90. Ning Taran chuckled, "Congratulations." All the people around were congratulating Mo Xinghei. Principal Sexamo has achieved God level. Mo Xinghe clasped his fists towards Ning Taran. Thank you, Mr. Ning. Ning Taran waved his hand. I don't have anything to do from now on, I'll go for a while. Lin Moyu took Ning Yi to brush the copy over and over again. The undead army is tireless. After half a day, Ning Yi and Lin Moyu rose to level 41 in one step. Ning Yi said softly, others say that after level 40, it's too slow to level up, and it often takes several months to level up. It's still the fastest to brush the book with you, and I will upgrade in less than a day. Just being with me, your upgrade speed has been dragged down by me. When Ning Yi said this, she was slightly sorry. Lin Moyu smiled and said nothing. Bringing a younger sister to upgrade, not to mention bringing one's lover to upgrade, many people wish for it. What's more, if the upgrade is faster and slower, the impact is really not big. His upgrade speed is fast enough, only slightly faster than Lin Mohan. Those who enrolled at the same time as him are basically still struggling on the road to level 30. In the process of brushing and upgrading with Ning Yi, Lin Moyu's heart became more and more peaceful. The control over the murderous aura has been further improved, and the murderous aura seems to have become more arbitrary. In the 427 seminary, Feng Chao found Luo Gaoxuan. After Luo Gaoxuan reached the god level in Mo Xinghe, he stayed in Shajing Academy for a few days. I asked Mo Xinghe carefully about the things to pay attention to when reaching the god level. After all, he is not far from the god level. As soon as he returned to the academy, Feng Chao came to the door. Feng Chao recounted what happened that day. Dean, how could Lin Moyu finish the dungeon so quickly? He must have used some despicable means. Luo Gaoxuan looked at Feng Chao. It's wrong to look at no one. Feng Chao was taken aback, not understanding why Luo Gaoxuan said that. Luo Gaoxuan continued, your elder brother is the arrogance of the academy, but you are behind him. Do you know where the difference lies? Feng Chao didn't understand why he was talking here again. There was a little impatience between the brows, but Luo Gaoxuan was the dean, and he had to listen to him when he spoke. Feng Chao took a deep breath. I don't know. Luo Gaoxuan said lightly, you have the same occupation, the same blood, the same resources, and no difference in talent. The bad thing is your character. You are too arrogant and arrogant. Luo Gaoxuan's tone became harsher. Who is Lin Moyu? He is a god general, and his status is equal to that of a god-level powerhouse. Even I respectfully called Lin Shenjiang, whoever borrowed your courage, Zhiping Pavilion. Feng Chao's whole body trembled. He didn't expect that Luo Gaoxuan, who had always been kind to him, would suddenly scold him. Dean, He was interrupted by Luo Gaoxuan just as he was about to explain. Shut up and listen carefully. The record you see is the record set by God General's extreme speed copy. Lin Shen will have flying skills, and he flew directly to the 4th plateau. As for the killing of the beast god's real body, the deans of our 3 academies saw the whole process. Why? There is no problem in the whole process, and Lin Shen will clear all the monsters in the dungeon, even the monsters in the canyon. Feng Chao felt a little cold when he heard it, and his whole body trembled. He muttered in his mouth, even cleared the monsters in the canyon, how is this possible? Luo Gaoxuan ignored his reaction. Do you know how long it took Lin Shenjiang to beat the real body of the beast god? That's an instant kill. Of course, it was completed after using the skills of the origin rune. But it is Lin Shenjiang's ability to obtain the original rune skills. I want to leave it to you, can you do it? Feng Chao knew the rules, but he wasn't sure if he could do it. Luo Gaoxuan continued, that's the end of this matter, you should prepare and lead the team to the Yigu battlefield to practice. Feng Chao raised his head abruptly, Principal, the ancestral land after finishing the creation of the world will be opened in a few days. Luo Gaoxuan said, I know, you can't go this time. Feng Chao froze on the spot, squeezed out a voice through his teeth, why? Didn't you promise me? Luo Gaoxuan sighed, we have a total of 3 places in the creation seminary. Originally, 1 place was indeed for you, but something happened unexpectedly. Old ancestor wants a quota, I can't refuse. There is another spot for your brother, and another spot for Miss Mo's family. Hearing this, Feng Chao's chest heaved and fell, and there was a fierce light in his eyes. He had clearly promised himself a quota, but now it is gone. Luo Gaoshuan patted Feng Chao on the shoulder. I promise you, next time the ancestral land opens, there must be a quota for you. Hearing this sentence, Fan Chao's expression became much calmer. The ancestral land of Creation College opened every 5 years. 5 years later, it is estimated that he will be in the 60s. As long as you enter before the third turn at level 70, it's all the same. What's more, this time there is a quota for my eldest brother. Luo Gaoshuan is good enough to his brothers, he really can't ask for anything more. Trying to calm himself down, Feng Chao asked, Principal, haven't the disciples accepted by the ancestor have completed the third rank? Why do we need quotas? Luo Gaoshuan shook his head. I don't know the details, but since the ancestor has spoken, I can only wrong you. Feng Chao also knew the truth, and knew that he could not force it. The disciple of the ancestor is upgrading too fast, and his identity is very mysterious. Dean, can you reveal a little bit? Everyone in the academy knew that the ancestor had accepted a disciple, and the speed of the disciple's upgrade was ridiculously fast. In just over a year, the main transfer has been completed. There were some Tianzhou level students in the academy who had teamed up with her, but they were all given a gag order and no information was disclosed. Even within the empire, only some high-level officials knew about Lin Mohan's information. Luo Gaoshuan naturally knew. He thought over and over again, and said in a low voice, her name is Lin Mohan. Lin Mohan, why is this name so similar to Lin Moyu, only one word is missing? Won't. You guessed it right, she is Lin Moyu's real sister Zero. Hiss. Feng Chao gasped, not daring to say anything more. Luo Gaoshuan patted him on the shoulder again, there are some things, you just don't want to talk about them if you know them. Also, the hallucinations you saw before should be influenced by Lin Shenjiang's murderous aura. Lin Shenjiang is not as simple as you think. The demons and dragons he killed are beyond your imagination. You can't get in touch with things at this level for the time being. I can only tell you, don't mess with him, you can't afford it. I can't afford it either, understand? Feng Chao was really scared this time, and his whole body was trembling. He finally recognized the reality. Whether it is Lin Moyu's identity or Lin Mohan's identity, he cannot provoke them. Not to mention him, even Luo Zan would not dare to provoke him easily. Luo Gaoshuan said, okay, you go and prepare, I hope the trip to the ancient battlefield will be helpful to you. For 10 days in a row, Lin Moyu and Ning Yi stayed in the dungeon hall, competing with the large dungeon Beast God Plateau. In 10 days, Lin Moyu reached level 45. Ning Yi also surpassed level 44. After reaching level 45, the upgrade speed drops again. Brushing once can only increase 4% experience. If you want to upgrade to a level, you need to clean all the monsters 25 times. Calculated at the current speed of more than an hour each time, it would take 2 days and 2 nights without sleep to advance to the next level. The process was very boring, although Lin Moyu would not feel tired, but Ning Yi would. Ning Yi doesn't have the support of divine power, neither physical nor mental can recover as fast as Lin Moyu. In the last 2 days of these 10 days, Ning Yi couldn't hold on anymore. Even Lin Moyu had to write the book behind her back. In Lin Moyu's arms, she slept very peacefully. The small face is always smiling 3.0. 10 days later, Lin Moyu received a message from Bai Yiyuan. In Beishan's small courtyard, Meng Anwen was still leaning on his recliner, leisurely. Bai Yiyuan, Yan Guangsheng, Ning Taran, and Mo Xinghe sat together, drinking tea and chatting. Lin Moyu sent the familiar Ning Yi in his arms, teacher, I'm here. When he saw Mo Xinghe, his eyes suddenly lit up, I respect Dean Mo for attaining the god level. Mo Xinghe's aura changed, he could feel it. Mo Xinghe laughed, thank you. Thanks to your beast god leg bones this time, otherwise this old man would not have reached the god level so quickly. Lin Moyu said, it would be great to be able to help Dean Mo, but the leg bone of the beast god is now owned by Mr. Ning. This is a gift for Mr. Ning. Ning Taran had obviously said this, and they were not surprised. Ning Taran snorted lightly with a sullen face, but did not speak. Bai Yiyuan said, Xiao Yu, I called you back this time, do you know why? Lin Moyu nodded. It should be that the ancestral land of the Creation Academy is about to open.